Hi Thunderbirds, today we're going to be creating our virtual Valentine's Day cards. I'm going to walk you through it, so let's stay tuned, okay? So we're going to come into our Tech Apps folder and then we'll click here on weekly assignments or weekly lessons. In there, I do have the assignment for virtual Valentine cards, so we're going to click that. And it'll open it up here as your assignment. You can work with it inside of your Schoology. I do like to edit outside of Schoology just because I feel that it like expands it a little into a larger screen. So if you want to go ahead and do that, like I like to click on edit document on the student side, it'll say edit document and it'll actually pop out the slide onto another tab, okay? So from here, this is going to be our virtual Valentine's Day card, okay? And I have a few slides just kind of explaining on how to create it. So we're going to make one for every student in your class. If I have you here on campus, we are going to start them in our classroom during Tech Apps discovery time. And then if you have any additional free time in your classroom, you can also work on these as well, okay? So here we're going to be able to choose our Valentine's Day background. We'll be able to choose the colors. You're going to be copying and pasting images. And so I'll show you how to do that effectively. And then what you'll do is we'll look at our students list name. Okay, so here, that way we can type it into the to, and then you can create your name for the from. And so let's see, this is where the student list will go. Okay, your classroom list where your friends' names will be. And then here are just some of the designs that I have on the slideshow that you can choose from. Okay, so there's a few of them. And so let me go ahead and show you some examples. This is an example of the first card, right? Like a little background card. And there's a few different colors that you can choose from. Okay, they're on slides 6 through 10. Okay, so you see there, they just kind of changed their color. Now, on slides 11 and on, this is where you'll see your actual Valentine's Day little images that we can input into those blank cards here, okay? And so the way that we'll do that is we'll scroll through, kind of see which theme you'd like to go with. Okay, I know that when you're at the store with your parents and you are looking through all of those boxes, this is going to kind of be that box. Okay, so we have some Harry Potter, we have some sports theme, there's some little cute pet videos and pet pictures, super cute things. Okay, so there's quite a few different themes that you can choose from. All right, so you're definitely going to make it your own. We even have Among Us in here for you Among Us characters, okay, if you love that. But there's just a bunch of fun and cute different styles and different things that you can add on. So now that I've kind of quickly gone over some of those, let me show you how to actually build this, okay? So the easiest way that I can probably advise for you guys to create your Valentine Day card is if we work on two different tabs, okay? And what I mean by that is this is going to be our first window that has all of our goodies, right? All of our images, all of our little sayings. What we're going to do is we're actually going to create a second Google Slide document, okay? And it's going to be fairly easy. So all we're going to do is I'm going to click here on my first blank card, and I'm going to make sure that it's highlighted. I'm going to click here on File, and I'm going to click Make a Copy, okay? And it's only going to be of the selected slides. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And where it says name, I would actually maybe take off this first copy of and put my name. Okay, so this is Mrs. Baldit's virtual Valentine cards, so that I know that these are mine, the ones that I'm creating. You'll see that it is going to be saved here in our Google Drive folder, so we won't worry about them being deleted or getting lost. We'll still have access to them, and I'll show you how to do that after we're done creating our cards. Okay, so I'm going to click OK here so that it's creating me a new copy of that just one slide. Now remember, these tabs are on top, okay, and this is going to allow us to toggle in between the two windows. So you see that I've copied and opened up a new window or a new tab, okay, with my first Valentine's Day card. And so now I'm going to click back over to where I have all of my images and all of my icons. So I click back here and I'm going to come and choose any one of these images. Okay, so you can actually go through them. You can take your time. For time's sake, I'm just going to pick one here. Okay, if I find an image, I'm going to click it so that I see this blue square all the way around, and I'm going to right click it and click copy. Okay, now I've also been showing you some keyboard shortcuts. So if you'd like, you can put the square around your image, and on your keyboard you can click Control and the letter C at the same time, and that's going to do the same thing as when you right click and copy. As you can see, it actually even tells us what the keyboard shortcut is over to the right. Okay, so it says Control plus C. So now that I've done that, I'm going to click back over to my tab where my blank card is, and I'm just going to click in this empty space, and now I can paste the image that I've selected from the other slide. So I'm going to use my keyboard shortcut, and I'm going to go ahead and click Control and V, and you'll see that my image comes up, and now I can maneuver it around on the page. Now, if I didn't click Control and V, I could always right click on my mouse and also click paste. Okay, but as you can see, that was my keyboard shortcut, Control V, and so I was able to do that like so. If you accidentally put duplicate pictures or images, don't worry about that. As long as the blue box is around an image, you can always either right click and remove it with the delete, okay, or you can also hit delete on your keyboard, delete or backspace. So this is how one way we can move our images over, right? So we can kind of decorate our card here. I'm going to come back to my tab so that I can find some words that I like. So maybe I'll choose these, right click, copy. I'm going to tab back over, click on my card, and then just Control B, right? Or right click and paste, your choice. And then I'll just move this here. Okay, so you're going to be decorating this just however you'd like. Okay, there's so many other little things that we can add to it, right? So I can come and maybe add this emoji. I like the Control C, Control V. Okay, it's going to be a little quicker for us to do so. Now, you'll definitely want to put who you're sharing this to, like who would you give this Milan card to, right? So maybe I would give it to Mr. Pulpit, right? Maybe I want to send him a little Valentine's Day virtually since he's working from home. You guys know that. And then I would say that's from Mrs. Walden. Okay, if this were to happen, okay, no big deal. All you need to do is grab your blue box that's here and you stretch it out. Okay, I'm going to stretch it out. My name's kind of long, I guess, for this little box. So all I needed to do was just pull that over, and it was able to align that name inside of the box. And that goes for anything. So you wanted to create your own message, okay? Remember, we've used this insert tool before. All you need to do is click the insert text box, or you can even click on this T, and then you draw it out. You'll get this four-sided kind of arrow here. You draw out where you want your text to go, and you can write a little note, right? Hope you have a great Valentine's Day, or something like that, right? And then you can be creative and do your different fonts. If you wanted to do a different font, you can also do a different color. So I want you to definitely be creative with that. Now, how do we add on, right? How are we going to add another card? We're going to do the same thing. So we're going to come back to our slide our tab here that has all of our different images and our cards. We're going to click this. Now that we've already created a copy, we don't need a note. We no longer need to do that. We're going to click and highlight, and I'm going to do Control C. Okay, I'm copying that, or Control, yes, so Control C, and then I'm going to click back to my Valentine's Day card selection, and here I'm going to click the plus sign because I'm going to add a new slide. Okay, now you may have these on here as mine are, so I'm just going to remove them. Or I could also click on this down arrow and it's going to show us our different themes or different layouts that we can have. Okay, we want a layout that is kind of empty, but if I don't see anything like that, all I simply need to do is just click on the box and click delete on my keyboard. Now I'm going to click V to paste, Control V, sorry, so that it can actually paste my new slide. And then I can do that for as many of the slides as I need. Okay, so I'm going to come here, Control C, so that I can copy, and then come back, Control V, and it'll add it. Okay, if you see that this color, if you'd like to change the color, you totally can. The background is what you would go to. Okay, you can do the different colors here. You can actually create a new color if you'd like, and just click done, and it'll do that for you. Okay, another option that you do have is you highlight the you highlight the slide here on the side. You come here, copy, and excuse me, we are going to, I believe it's called duplicate. If I could find it. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to add a slide. Now it's blank. I'm going to click a V and then change the background to my color. So if you'd like, I would probably set this up as my first step. I'd go through and see how many students I have in my classroom, how many classmates I have, and then add them to this slide, like add the number of slides to it. And then you can always toggle back and grab your little images from this one here. Okay, so if I wanted to do a taco, remember Control C, I'm going to come back here, Control V, and then just start moving it around. Okay. Control C, Control V. Okay. So even though the images don't match up, I mean, it's just kind of fun to just go back and forth and click on different little things like that, right? So I can add a few of them to it. And all you need to do is just maneuver them around. If you see that you put an image on here and your letters are being covered, remember that it's the order of the way they're layered onto your Google slide, okay? So all we need to do is highlight the image that you'd like, you right click it, and you click on order, okay? The order is, like I said, the way that they're kind of stacked up on this slide. So what I would want to do is I want to send it backward, okay? And now you'll see that this is in front and on top, so you can kind of maneuver it that way, okay? Which is kind of neat, just a little trick there. Once you're done, make sure that it is named your virtual Valentine card, right? So your name, virtual Valentine card, and that you do see here that it is saved in My Drive. Okay, because when you are able to actually share with your classroom, all you'll need to do is access it from your portal. So you'll come onto your portal here and click on Google Drive. From Google Drive, you'll be able to see that it has saved for me automatically, okay? So now I just need to click on this. I can open it up. I can continue to edit this, this would be my opportunity to share as well, okay? So those are going to be the ways that you share your Valentine's Day card with your friends. And if you have any questions, we will start on it in class. And then if you have any free time, you can finish it in your classroom as well. But reference to this video, if you have any questions, you can also send me an email or a message on Schoology. Okay, I hope you guys have fun. I can't wait to see what you create and have a great day. Okay, thanks.